Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Programming Hub. Today we are going to start a different type of program and it is very much pretty attractive. Okay, so this is the kind of program in which we're going to form up patterns, different type of patterns like a rectangular pattern, pyramidal pattern, using the stars and using numbers and all that. Okay, so there are many different types of patterns which we form in our C program. So now in today's video I am going to discuss some of the patterns, and the way of the concept are only same, only just there the difference of writing the what the pattern, the shape of the pattern. So if you understand the concept how to form a pattern, then you can easily form any kind of pattern using stars or numbers or anything you want. Okay, so let's get started without wasting the time. Okay, so here in the, as you can see on your screen, here I have already formed a program to find a pattern, and I am showing you at the last which type of pattern we get. Okay, so this is the type of pattern in the last of the program we get in the output section. Okay, this is a type of rectangular rectangle. Oh, so not a rectangle, it's a right angle. Okay, so guys, let's get started how to form this type of program in the C programming. Okay, so as you can see, there is the first line, it is a comment line which tells the user for what all the reason the program is all about. So this is a program to write a program to show pattern. Okay, so there are very kind of patterns, that's why I have written this comment line. Okay, after that, this is the library functions. These both are library function, hash includes standard input output and console input output header files. Okay, after that, this is the void main function. Here I have written I do not have written any return value and argument. I have written extra void and empty brackets. I don't want any return value and argument here. Okay, so this is the simple type of main function, and it's the opening curly brace of my main function. And here in the first line of main function I have written integer data type, and inside that I have passed two variables I comma j, means two variables I and j. Okay, so the pattern, first of all I want to tell you what the pattern, how to form a, how the pattern is formed in the C programming system. As you have heard, as you have done the metric system in your mathematical subject, so this is a kind of metric subject only. You have to use the rows and columns to form a different kind of pattern. Using this type of, using the same concept, we can also solve metrics in our C programming system in our next videos. Okay, so guys, try to understand this concept very much. This is very much easy concept, but it makes sometimes be hard if you don't understand it, because it's a kind of complicated, because it uses two types of for loop, means for inside for loop. Okay, so loop inside loop is very much kind of the hard concept, but if you understand once, then you can easily do any type of program related to this topic. Okay, so here's the second line, clear skin command, which clear all the previous data in the output section, so that we can take a new neat and clean skin in our output section. Okay, and here our main program starts. First of all, I have written for loop, and inside the for, here is the initialization, that I is equal to 1. I have assigned the 1 value to my variable I. After that, here's a test condition, I is less than equal to 4. After that, increment operator I plus plus, means here by means of I plus plus I am increasing the value of I by 1, by unit value. Okay, I is plus plus simply means that I is equal to I plus 1. After that, here the starting of for loop, and inside the for loop here is another for loop which is same as the above, but here instead of I variable I have written here j variable. J is equal to I, but the test condition is corresponding related to the my value of I, means whatever the value of I, if I change the value of I, then the condition, then the j conditions get changed, means this is the type of dependent function, means that the one variable is dependent on the other variable. That's why this is called dependent function. If j is less than I, this is the test condition, and here it is the increment of j operator, and here it is the opening curly brace of this for bracket. Okay, and inside that I have written printf. printf multiply sign or star. You can use any word you want, any letter you want, and some space so that my program don't become messy. Otherwise, if I don't make a space here, then the stars combinedly gives me the result, and it will, and it is a kind of messy work. That's why I have given here a space after my start. Okay, and after that here is a closing curly brace of this for bracket. Here is one for loop, and here after that printf slash n means after writing this row, this whole row of stars, my program goes to the another printf line, means my program printf a next line. Okay, I'm explaining you to the whole how it's going to be work. Okay, this is all the whole the for loop, for inside the for loop. Now what happens, I'm going to tell you. Okay, here first of all I is equal to 1. It is being checked by the condition that whether I is less than equal to 5. Yes, it is less than equal to 4. Then our program enters in this inside this and check this for loop, that here initialization of j. Okay, j is equal to 1. Here j is less than equal to I. Yes, because here j is 1, so j is equal to I. Okay guys, j is equal to I. One second. J is equal to I, then this condition satisfied, and it is going to print 1 star. Okay, after that again it increment the value of j, that j plus plus. Now j value becomes 2. Now this condition does not satisfy. The value of I is only 1, but the value of j is become 2, so 2 is not less than or equal to I. That's why this for loop, the incidental for loop, gets over here only. Okay, so that the so that our program, our system comes to this printf statement and it goes to the next line. Backslash n means simply means to the next line. Okay, again here after printing this like next line, our system comes to this statement for loop. Here the increment of the I value comes to, so the now the I value becomes I is equal to 2. Okay, this condition gets satisfied, that yes 2 is less than equal to 4. Then again it goes inside this loop that j is equal to 1. Now only the j value start from the 1 only, it does not start from the 2. Okay, so first of all j is equal to 1, it is less than equal to I, because now the I value becomes 2, so 1 is less than equal to 2. Yes, then it prints j. Oh, this it prints star. Okay, then again the increment of j happens, that j now becomes 2. Now the 2 is less than or equal to, yes it is equal to I. Then again it prints the star second time. Then when the j becomes 3, this condition again gets unsatisfied, and the loop come this loops gets over, and the system comes to print this next line. Backslash n means it comes to the next line, and again the increment of the I happens and I becomes 3, it is less than 4. Again j 1 2 3, and this way the whole cycle continues until at last when I becomes 4 and j becomes 4, means either value of the column and row both become 4. Okay, when all conditions get over, after that here's the end of our program. The system comes out of this loop section and it gets over, gets ch, and uh, closing curly brace of our main function. Now I hope you understand how this pattern works, and now I'm just going to run this program by pressing Ctrl F9. Here is our output of our program, that first of all here as you can see on your screen there is a 1 star, then 2 star, then 3 star, then 4 star. Okay, this is the gradual increasing of the value of I and j. I is giving the row, the next row, and the j is printing the star in the same row. Okay, in this way you can easily understand. Now now I'm going to show a different type of program in the same type of concept. As you can see, this is a right triangle type of pattern. You can easily form a, or matlab, you can easily form type of program which is the inverse of the right triangle, means the right triangle in the contrary way. As you can see, this is the up bottom part, up down part, and now you can I have and can show you a different type of program. Okay, so I have to just write the conditions differently. Here I have to first write I is equal to 1 and then semicolon, I less than equal to 4, again I is plus plus. Okay guys, now I'm just going to check the conditions. Here I want to write j minus minus. J minus minus simply means j is equal to j minus 1. Okay, instead of less than I want to greater than equal to I, instead of 1 I want 4. Okay, now guys, let's see what happens when I run this program. Okay, here we get the contrary of our previous pattern. Okay, right triangle but in the contrary form, means we have just flipped our right triangle. Okay, so here what happens, what I had changed, the above I conditions are same. I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 4, I plus plus. Okay, but the condition of j and initialization of j becomes different. Here j starts from 4, and first of all when it is 4, then it is greater than equal to I. Yes, because in start the I value is become 1, so 4 is greater than equal to I. Yes, it prints the value, it prints a star. Then j minus minus become 3, 3 is greater than 3 is also greater than 1, again it prints a star. When it becomes 2, again it prints a star. When it becomes 1, again it is print a star. Okay, so after that, when the j values become 1, j value becomes 0, then this loop gets over, and the system is going to print the next line, and again increment of the I value happens, and the same concept again and again run. Okay, this cycle runs again and again and form a kind of loop that I have shown. This type of loop can be shown in the output section. Okay guys, so this is all for today. As I have said how to form a different type of right angle triangles, okay, in the straight form or in the flip form of the straight. So guys, I hope you understand the concept of making the patterns inside the C programming. There are various kind of patterns, means suppose instead of star you want to give numbers. That also happen in our C program. You just have to print the value of I and j. Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you once. Okay, let here instead of star I just write I. Let's see what happens in the output section. You can make various type of experiment. Okay, I don't have to write I have to write what I have to write, percentage d, yeah, I. Okay, now see what happens inside the output section. Here we get 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 4. Okay, this is the kind of patterns with the numeric values. In the same way you can do, there are various type of there are very type of pattern programs, and inside the patterns you can insert various type of values, stars, print, and there are various type of patterns in the same concept only. Okay, so guys, if you want the detailed study in the type of pattern, you can search it on Google. And just giving in my series, I'm just explaining you how these programs are being formed in the basic form. So this is the basic form of the pattern program. You can easily watch the advanced program by searching in your Google. Okay guys, I hope you find there. Also here I am just going to explain the basics. So if you once you understand the basic, you can easily form any kind of action. If you don't want to search it on Google, you can easily do different type of experiment by just editing the value of i's and j's. Instead of I, you can write j and see what happens in the output section. This is a kind of experiments, and you can see different type of programs are going to show in the output section. This is a kind of fun way of making the programs in the C programming. Okay guys, so Thank you for watching my video. This is for all for today, and sure to like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube video. Okay, thank you guys for watching my video. And now I'm just exiting from my Turbo C software, and the shortcut key for that is Elder X. Okay, here the system asks me to save, but I don't want to save it. Okay, no, thank you guys.